Hi, namaste and welcome. So today I'm going to do a video on the ruby or manik healing properties according to Vedic Jyotisha, and it's related to Sunday or Ravivar. So Ravi is the sun, and hence you wear the ruby on your ring finger on a Sunday because it's related to the sun. So let's take a look at this beautiful. You can see the pendant with all the 9 planets and the gemstones related to them. So the ruby is the one in the middle. Yeah. The alternate stone for the ruby is the red garnet, which I have on my hand here at my wrist. So I like to get into the understanding of the philosophy of the planet and its personality so that you can understand the personality of the gem that you're planning to wear better. So let's look at the 9 planets. So you have the 9 planets here, and right in the center you have Surya Bhagwan, that's the sun. And he is right in the center because he's the king. He's the one giving the energy to everything else, and everything is revolving around him. So, of course, he rules the Rashi Leo, or the Simha Rashi, who is the king of the jungle. And in the nakshatras, the sun rules Kritika, Uttar Falguni, and Uttar Ashada. The sun among the Dasha Mahavidyas, or the 10 eternal wisdom goddesses, is related to Ma Matangi Devi. So she is the tantric goddess Saraswati. And there is also an interesting story that here is Hanumanji. So when he was a little child and he got hungry, he saw the sun in the sky and he thought it's a nice juicy fruit, and he thought that he would go and eat it. Then Indra had to be summoned with his Vajra to try to get him to open his mouth and to put the sun out. Otherwise, the whole world would be in chaos. So that just shows that the sun is just so important. It's a sustaining energy for the entire uh, universe as we see it, like our world. So he's the king, he's the nourisher, but because he's the king, he's also authority and leadership and power. He has the power to punish you too. So the flower, the red flower that Hanumanji likes, the hibiscus, also beloved by all the devis. So as you can see, the ruby is related to the base chakra or the Muladhara chakra. That's very red primal color. So it's related to your primal needs like food, clothing, shelter, your basic need that you want to love someone, you want to be loved by someone, the feeling of interconnectedness in society, just to feel worthy. So if you're feeling ungrounded, then the ruby is the stone that targets the Muladhara, the Mula, the base, the root, to give you that feeling of groundedness, your personal power. Also, it's a stone of passion and prosperity. It can be used to generate. It's a very fiery stone with a fiery energy, which can generate heat if you are in cold. So, like if you have problems like hypotension, low blood pressure, or anemia, or blood circulatory kind of issues, then the ruby can be useful for that. It's to create heat. But if you're already a very pitta person, then you need to get a consultation with a certified Vedic Jyotish, because the ruby, just like the Neelam or the Gomed, the cat's eye, it is very powerful. So it can work both ways, good or bad. It can work either way. So you need to get a consultation and get a flawless stone, otherwise it can backfire on you. The ruby is a corundum, just like the sapphire is, but the blue ones are called sapphire and the red ones are called rubies. So the corundum actually comes from a Sanskrit word korunda, which means a massive opaque gem. So in ancient times, like there have been times when the ruby was considered even more precious than the diamond. It's said that the Emperor Kublai Khan once offered an entire city in exchange for a beautiful ruby. And the Burmese people, the legends say, used to believe that if a person inserted a ruby inside his body, then that would make him invincible. Like no one could defeat him. So there are a lot of legends like that. It's said that if ruby is so fiery that if you would put it in water, it would make the water boil, get the energy of fire, Agni. And if you put it in wax, the wax would melt. Um, so the sun is also representative of your soul energy, your willpower, your immune power, leadership, eyesight, and also ability to have children. So let's join our hands together for the Beej mantra dedicated to Lord Surya related to the ruby. Om Ram Hrim Rom Sah Suryaya Namaha. So if you see in the Indian palmistry, you have Mercury, Sun, Saturn, and Jupiter. So the Sun is here on the ring finger. That's where you would wear the ruby on a Sunday after proper consultation. And the celebrities who wear it, the ruby, are Priyanka Chopra and Deepika Padukone, and also Queen Elizabeth herself, because obviously royalty, and Victoria Beckham, Jessica Simpson, Taylor Swift. So a lot of people in power and or celebrities, very Leo qualities. And in Western astrology, it's also related to the heart. So the red heart, so it's about removing emotional congestion and opening your heart so that you don't lose your personal heart power energy. Don't fritter it away. And protects against loss of the heart energy, emotional congestion, and helps to stimulate the life power prana or chi in the Muladhara chakra. It's also used to warn of danger, disease, banish any foolish thoughts if you have any, and fear, like if you have scary dreams or nightmares, and restrain lust and to settle disputes. So you can see they are all very kingly kind of qualities. And it is said that the sun is very impartial. He doesn't choose that I will shine on this person and not on that person. He just gives out his sun energy to everyone, and people can use it the way they want. But from his side, he wants to nourish everyone and sustain life, sustain Prakriti, the universe as we know it. So that's the energy, the power that ruby holds, and hopefully we can all embody that quality from Surya into our lives too, to just do the best we can and give our all for the benefit of society. So thank you for watching, and until tomorrow, I'm Shoma. Thank you.